I'm Moonthemystic and a tarot reader here on YouTube, and today we're gonna get messages that tell us what your it factor is. Like, what is it about you that's gonna help make you a success in this world? What is it about you that stands out? I am so excited because this is my last reading for the day. But I had a lot of fun doing all these readings. I'm new and getting used to like the posting schedule. And so I work full time. I'm a mom, have a family to take care of. So trying to juggle like the time and figuring out when I can record and get the videos done. So this weekend I tried doing like just a push where I did videos for the week all day basically, but then I won't have to worry about trying to figure out how to record during the week, and I will just have to focus on like editing a little bit and posting. So we'll see how this works. I am a little tired, but I'm still like excited and pumped or whatever. So yeah, let's get to it. Remember the general messages. So if something does not resonate with you, please let it, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And if the entire reading doesn't resonate with you, let me know in the comments, but also feel free to choose another pile. Okay, pile 1. So let's see what your it factor is. What's unique about you that's gonna help get you whatever level of success you want to achieve. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guys. Did you check on it? I'm sorry? Did you stop it? Okay, that's fine. Just leave it open. Or if you close it. What? Okay, but you can push it back in, but just don't push it all the way back in or it'll start again. Yeah? Okay. That's fine. Messages for pile 1. What is pile 1's it factor? I think we might get some of these African goddess oracle cards too. We'll see. Messages for pile 1. What is their it factor? What's gonna help? What unique to them about them is gonna help to get them the success they want? Taking one at a time. Please and thank you. Are you a people person, Paul? Yeah, you're an extrovert. Paul 1, you're very personable. You're good with people. I think that you can reach a very broad, large audience. Some of you may be well-traveled. Some of you, yeah, you're popular. You're not like, maybe you're one of those people who you were just like always popular with people. You stand out in a crowd. People notice you. Yeah, because even in the world card, she's in the center and it's these other people, creatures around her. Well, that's interesting for the first pile, for the first reading. I think you also possess like leadership qualities. This is giving like captain of the whatever, like multiple teams across the board. And it's also giving like those people who are friends with different like social groups in school. You could be like you could be friends with like the athletes, but also like the band people, but also like the tech people, but you were also super cool with like some of the goth crowd or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you resonate well across the board. You pull well with with a lot of different groups of people. I also think that you have a tendency, or you have a knack for making people feel like they belong and making people feel seen themselves. That's what you're good at. You're friendly and you know how to make people feel special. Let's see what else. For pile 1. What is pile 1? Yeah, you have a lot of friends, pile 1. You know how to celebrate people. I think you inspire people. Your spark motivates people. You know how to motivate people. You know how to spark inspiration in people. You have high energy. What about pile 1 is going to help them be successful? What is their it factor? One at a time, please. I think you can liven up like dull situations. You bring color to colorless situations. Ooh, are you mysterious too, pile 1? I'm also getting that you know how to hold water. Like, people can confide in you. And you give good advice without like being messy and telling people's secrets. Like, you know how to keep a secret. But like I said, you give good advice as well. I also think that part of your allure is like, despite how much of a people person you are, and you might not feel like you're a people person, but people feel like you're a people person. People feel like you connect with many different people, and that you're popular with people, but you might not feel like that. But also, what was I gonna say? Despite that, you have some mystery to you still, if that's the case. If you don't feel like that's for you, then what it is you make other people feel like the center of attention. You know how to make other people feel seen, and that motivates them, that sparks something in them. And you also give really good advice. You manage to be reserved yourself, but still you have so much wisdom to offer people. Let's see. What else for pile 1? Pile 1's it factor. I think you possess a level of beauty. It's something about you that's striking with this Lover's card. I think men and women, when you're in their presence, there's something about you that is like kind of mesmerizing. It might be something even about you that's polarizing. And that's part of the allure. And then here we go, we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So you know how to give good advice, and you also possess a lot of knowledge. Because I feel like the High Priestess is more about that unseen knowledge, like intuitive knowledge, and the Hierophant is more about traditional beliefs, like it would be spirituality compared against like religion, or intuition versus like science, knowledge about science, even though I feel like not intuition, but you know, like some metaphysics it's considered a science and other people's like junk science, right? So, and didn't I say something about being polarizing? So whatever it is, you obtain both. And then we have the Moon. So there's that mysterious factor again. You know how to keep secrets. This Tower card here is also making me feel like part of your it factor is with your knowledge or your intuition. You're kind of able to shake people's own beliefs loose. You can get people to see things from different perspectives. It's ones that they hadn't considered before. Ones that they might have completely rejected before. Never would have seen themselves opening up their minds to consider it in the way that you were able to get them to consider it. I heard devil's advocate. Why is this Moon card here? What other reason would this Moon card here be? Yeah, like with the High Priestess, like I said, I think people come to you. I feel like you're skilled at guiding people through like scary, dark, uncertain situations. Like you're that sliver of moonlight in somebody's, you know, along somebody's, a darker part of their journey. 10 minutes, okay. Let's see. Let's get some, we'll get one of these. See if we can get anything else. Oh, you know what? Actually, I wanted to use this deck too. Let's see. Oh, my computer died. Pile 3's it factor. You guys hear the snoring? That is my man's dog. What's pile 3's it factor? Anytime she gets over here, she just goes straight to sleep. I think it's because I keep the house kind of warm. And like, my man's house is always kind of cold, and so it's just super cozy in here. So anytime she gets in here, she goes, lays out, goes to her spot, and goes to sleep. I need more messages for pile 1. One's it factor, and these are money, career and money cards. So we're just gonna try and see if we can get some messages that kind of correlate to how your it factor is going to relate to your success, achieving success. So we have treasure. Maybe we'll get 2 or 3 of these. And maybe one more. They're not flipping over. So maybe just these 2. I'll go through the deck one more time. Any more messages for pile 1, Spirit? And of course we get 2. Dang it. I'll get that in a second. Okay, so we have treasure, worry-free finances, money in reserve, excess, career, executive, sales, planning, hidden talent. And then we have award, winning money, payoff for effort, recognition, career, advancement, professional work, or fame. Then people skills, pile 1. Turtle, money coming in slowly, steady progress, career, moving for work, in good time, long term. And we have spiral, out of control, climbing the ladder, upward trend, revisiting a job, promotion, connections. In the back of the deck we have hand, manifesting money, reaching goals, financial assistance, hands-on work, help getting a job. That tracks. So maybe some of you, the success is fame. But whatever it is, it's your people skills, your ability to make people feel seen. Whatever I said in your reading, if you can amplify that, play on that, play it up, learn how to do it more, learn how to do it better. If you're not doing it to the best ability you can, that's how you're gonna make, you know, get your rewards, get your money, upward trend. All these cards, steady progress, is about manifesting money, winning money, worry-free finances, money in reserve, excess. So that's what is going to help you. Those skills that I mentioned, that's what's going to help you bring this in. Pile 1. Okay? All right, I think we'll leave it there. Yeah, we're at 18 minutes. I'll leave it there. Really cool reading, pile 1. It was awesome to read for you. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me. If you made it this far, let me know if it resonated in the comments. I hope it did. I hope the reading can serve you in a positive way. And I hope that you come back and join me again for another reading. And until then, I will see you next time, pile 1. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm moonthemystic and the tarot reader here on YouTube. And today we're going to get messages that highlight what it is about you that's going to help you be successful. Like what it is personally specific, your it factor is what we were calling it. Like what it is about you that you can use to help you on your path to whatever success looks like for you. Please remember these are general readings, so if it does not, any messages that do not apply, please just let it fly. If you feel like the entire reading did not resonate with you, let me know in the comments, but also feel free to pick another pile. And I was telling pile 1 that I've been doing readings all day, and this is my last one, so I'm super excited, and I'm like extra pumped and like have a second win or whatever. So plus this is like a fun positive reading, and some of the readings I did earlier were kind of heavy, so this is a nice note to end on. I'm glad it worked out this way. But okay, pile 2, right? Did I call you pile 1? If I called you pile 1, I apologize. Okay, pile 2, let's get started and see what are some things, what's your it factor, pile 2. What characteristics that are unique to you can you use and leverage to help you get ahead in life? Can I get messages for Pile 2 Spirit? What is Pile 2's? What is Pile 2's it factor? Oh, I meant to get a goddess message for Pile 1. We'll do it for you guys. I feel bad. Maybe I'll do it and put it in the description box for the comments for them. Okay. Messages for Pile 2. Pile 2's it factor. Messages for Pile 2. Please, Spirit, thank you. Where's Pile 2's it factor? Where's Pile 2's it factor? One at a time, please. I'll only take them if they flip over. Here we go. Oh wow. Okay, Pile 2. So one thing about you is that you keep it moving. You keep going. You're incredibly determined. You might possess a very strong, like, what do they call it? Like a half free willpower. But definitely what I'm seeing is that even when you're unsure, you might be, and that's a really good thing to have, because some people don't know how to move without knowing, don't know how to move forward without knowing what's coming next. And especially on a spiritual journey, that's just not something that is revealed to us all the time. I think just personally, like in life period, there's so much up to chance you don't know. And if you're one of those people that feels like you have to know everything before you can make a move, that can really hinder somebody's path or slow them down or stop it completely. And you, Pile 2, you have the ability to move forward without knowing everything, without having all the pieces, without having all the information. What is Pile 2? Dang it. It factor. I'm also getting that it doesn't really matter what the situation is or was. Hold on, let me grab this card. I'm getting this feeling like you see when it comes, like if there's some kind of sudden, if plans fall through, if something bad happens, you possess the ability to look at it from all sides. Are you one of those people who don't really subscribe to the idea of good or bad? You know, there's like people in spirituality who don't subscribe to that black or white way of thinking. Do you guys watch Euphoria? Ooh, it came on tonight. I'm gonna watch it. It's probably gonna end up watching me. But I don't know if you guys watched Euphoria. I feel like there was like maybe two episodes ago, Rue and Maddie were talking at the diner, and Rue was saying like, how can Maddie not still be mad at Cassie, or how is she helping her now, whatever the case might be. And Maddie was like, because she doesn't, what did she say? She said like, she just sees things as happening. She doesn't take it personal. She didn't say like she prepares for the... Bye, what are you doing? Sorry. She, dogs are so weird. She said like, yeah, she said something like she didn't see anything as good or bad, just that it happened, and that's how she, I think we was asking like how she stays so cool or whatever, or unbothered, and she was saying like she just doesn't take it personally. She's not looking at it as something, when things happen, as something like as a personal attack on her life. I think that's something, a quality of yours that you can play off of, and then in using it with your ability to move forward within uncertainty is something that you can use and take you a long way to achieve whatever goals it is, whatever success looks like for you. Let's get some more messages for pile 2. What's pile 2's it factor? Yeah, see, even with this Nine of Cups coming out sideways, it's giving that you kind of keep emotion out of it. Yeah, you possess a skill that allows you to not really get into your feelings about too much. You know how to negotiate things within your mind, like your head, with yourself. Like before you maybe crash out or get sad about something, you know how to go back and forth with yourself. You could be a very charming person. I was gonna say sweet talker, because that's what I was getting, kind of like slick. But it's not in a bad way. It's just like, if two people were arguing, you're that person that can get them to calm down and talk to both of them. You know what I mean? Like at my job, in my workplace, we work with like people, excuse me, we work with people going through a lot of different things. We work with people who are, you know, getting mental health, seeking mental health therapy, treatment, I mean. And we deal with like people in the community who are just dealing with a lot and don't know how to regulate their own emotions. And there's times where, you know, they might come in on a bad day, and there's one coworker that might try to separate them or talk to them, and they just won't be feeling them at all. But then there's this one person who can come pretty much any time. They can get pretty much anybody to just calm down. Like they just have that air about them, or that skill. Let's see, anything else for pile 2? Yeah, people like you. I think you're emotionally intelligent. I also think people underestimate how emotionally intelligent you are, but I think that once they find out, it comes as a pleasant surprise. It's like you know how to offer just enough emotion when necessary. When it comes to yourself, though, when things happen to you that other people might label as unfortunate, you know how to keep your emotions out of it, pretty much. Excuse me, pal, too. But when it comes to outside situations where diplomacy is needed, it's like you know how to bring just enough emotion to the situation or to the people involved. Let's see if we're getting anything else for pile 2. Are you a healer? You're a healer. You have healing energy. And we have you know how you bring hope. Something about you is you know how to bring hope to a situation where people might be feeling cold or empty or unloved. You know how to like renew a sense of faith within them. Maybe within yourself too. Because I can also read this Ace of Cups reverse as like inward to yourself. You know how to heal yourself and others. And it's through some kind of softness, because there's so many cups here. It's so much water here. There's water in the Six of Swords. There's water in this Moon card, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Star, and then the Ace of Cups. But it's like just enough emotion. Or maybe even with this Ace of Cups reverse, like you don't need to be overly emotional to touch people, to get people to see or understand their own feelings. You can do that while reserving your emotions. Yeah, this Three of Wands, you're always looking forward. You're always looking ahead. You keep your head down and you do the work. And when you pop your head up, you're in a new, you've leveled up once again. Or you've come through the other side of some other kind of challenge. Anything else for pile 2? Yeah, you're a healer. You bring comfort to people. That's your it factor. You see things from a different perspective. And you help bring comfort to people when you share that different perspective with people. And you can help people to see it your way or in that perspective as well. Yeah, when people are fighting, you help bring a lot of clarity to things that they weren't paying attention to or just did not care about. That's cool. Let's get a few of these career and money messages to see. It's kind of a weird deck. I'm not like the fondest. I'm trying to get used to it a little bit more and use it and see. There's some messages and some cards that I really do like, and there's others that just kind of don't make a whole lot of sense to me. But they're cool. So, like I said, they're career and money messages. So we're just gonna like get a few more extra messages to see how this it factor, these characteristics about these positive, great things about yourself will connect to you being able to achieve whatever level of success, what success looks like for you. Any more messages for Tyler?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
big bro, big sis vibes, but like you keep your feelings out of it for the most part. Any more messages for pile 2 spirit? Thank you. 1 at a time, please. I knew it was coming. I'm not going to take those because it didn't turn over. I'm going to shuffle and see if we can get one more. This one. Maybe 2. That didn't turn over either. Maybe these 2 are it. Any more messages for pile 2 spirit? There we go. There's one. Okay. Let's see. So you got 3. So this is what the card looks like. It says eggs, starting over, saving up resources, nest egg, career, healthcare, new opportunities, insurance. This card I'm feeling like a nurturing vibe. Something like nurturing people. It said healthcare, nest egg. It's giving like anything where you can help nurture people, you'll be successful in. And then we have gift, giving and receiving, sudden windfall, generosity, financial support, work surprise, vacation. I think that some of the people that you help are going to be so appreciative that they do things like big things for you, really nice, kind, sweet things for you, and you should accept it. You know, I hope you're good at receiving, because it looks like what you give a lot, and it looks like what you give is very valuable to people. And then last we have moon, fleeting funds, unknown, source, being guided, moonlighting, odd job, night shift, part-time. I don't know if that's what you're doing now. Maybe you feel like you're being guided to do some kind of moonlighting or side hustle as something else. But it looks like that could help you. And then at the end, at the bottom of the deck, we have earning power, building a business, sound decision, career, corporate job, power, unstable position. Maybe where you're at right now, like the job is not as stable as you would like, the position, the entity, the organization, wherever you're at right now, maybe it's not the most stable, it's in a volatile state, which is not crazy considering the economy and the state of the world right now. There's been like massive layoffs all over the country, right? So maybe you should start looking into something. If you do corporate, maybe going into something like healing work or community work or something like that could seem like a drastic shift or change, but you will be rewarded for it. And if it's something that comes naturally, that you're naturally good at, it probably won't feel so much like work either, right? Okay, Pile 2, I think I'm going to leave your reading there. Oh yeah, I went over with yours the longest. I'm going to leave your reading there. I really enjoyed reading this spread for you, though. I hope that it resonated for you. I hope it serves you in a positive way. Again, thank you for letting me read for you. If you feel like it resonated, please let me know in the comments. Or if you feel like it did not, please let me know in the comments. That's okay too. But I hope it did. I hope it serves you in a positive way. And I hope that you join me again and come back for another reading. Until then, take care of yourself, Pile 2. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey, Pile 3. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm the Mystic. and new tarot reader here on YouTube, and today we are getting some messages on or about like your it factor. What is it about you that makes you special? What is it about you that is unique to you that you'll be able to leverage to help you achieve whatever goal you want to achieve, or whatever level of success that you're desiring, whatever that success might look like for you. Remember, it's a general reading, so if messages come through that do not apply, just let them go. If you feel like the entire reading did not resonate, I suggest maybe you try picking another pile. And I think that's it. Let's get started. Pile 3. Last but not least, my last reading of the night, the weekend. Pile 3's it factor. Pile 3 secret. What is there? Pile 3's it factor. What's Pile 3's it factor? I think I'm gonna take it. Pile 3's it factor. What I'm seeing, Pile 3, is your it factor, what you do really well is control your thoughts and your emotions. Like you don't allow yourself to get in your head, or you don't allow negative talk, negative self-talk, negative thoughts to control your movement, to control how you move, to limit you, to restrict you. You have a very good, like, head-heart balance. Yeah, what your it factor is, you know how to deal with like darkness, depression, like I said, negativity thoughts, self-deprecating thoughts. You know how to keep your ego, your pride intact. I also think you take constructive criticism well. You don't take things to the heart. You're very direct, very ambitious. When it comes to like emotions, getting emotional, you're just not interested in it. I love that. You move on quickly. You know how to move on. When it comes to emotions, you don't stay in your feelings about things. You're really not interested. I feel like you're one of those, like, it's not personal, it's business type people. You know how to compartmentalize and separate business from whatever else very well. You're very good at protecting your peace, pile 3. You're very perceptive. I think you can read people very well, see through people and situations very well. Here's pile 3's it factor. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. You know how to deal with mean, like malicious people, harsh thoughts. I also think another thing you have going for yourself, another it factor, is you know how to invest your time and put in the work and time and be patient and wait for your efforts to grow. You don't have a problem waiting for your achievement. You don't have a problem waiting for your harvest. You're not pressed about it. Messages for pile 3. What is pile 3's it factor? You lead with luck. Oh yeah, you know how to come together. But I also heard like you lead with love. One at a time, please, Spirit. Pile 3's it factor. Yeah, I'm just hearing you're very equal, very balanced. I'm also hearing like you match energy. Dang it. Messages for pile 3. What is pile 3's it factor? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot to get... I didn't have time though. I went over in the last reading. I told them I was going to get them a goddess message, even though I didn't do it for pile 1, and I didn't end up doing it for them too. But I feel like yours, I might be able to get to 1, maybe. We'll see. Pile 3's it factor. Resiliency. I'm also hearing that like you're protected. You like to guard. You guard those. You're protective over people who don't handle emotion the same way you do. People you care about. Messages for pile 3. What is their current reputation? What's 3's pile 3's current reputation? Dang it. Can I just get 1 at a time, please? Pile 3's current reputation. No. You speak the truth. Yeah, you have a clear vision. You see through. Did I say you see through people? That's what this Ace of Swords is giving again. You see through people. You see through situations. You see clearly. Dang it. Hold on. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time pulling onto the cards right now. How these it factor? What about them can they use to help them achieve their goal? One at a time, please. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think your indifference to situations, or like your lack of emotion, your unwillingness to be emotionally invested into certain chaotic issues helps you avoid a lot of chaos in your life. Does that make sense? Your current reputation, how are you being viewed? Stable. Yeah, I heard stable. How are you being viewed? What is Pile 3's current reputation? I also think you're known as somebody who has like a lot of community support or family around them. You come from a big family, maybe. Maybe one of those families where like you guys all lived in a big home together. Messages for Pile 3. What is Pile 3's current reputation? Yeah, you're seen as stable, reliable, down to earth, consistent. I feel like you're emotionally consistent, which is rare because, you know, people, emotions fluctuate, but for your reputation, you know how to kind of keep them at, like, you have a baseline and you pretty much stay there. I do think you're also a planner, like, not that you don't take a lot of risks, but you do your research before so. Anything else for Pile 3? And then we're gonna grab some career and money messages to kind of get some extra messages to see how this can correlate to using what we read here, how you can apply it, how it will apply to tangible success. Yeah, you are blind to the BS. You don't do stress. And it's out of self-love. You got away from that a long time ago. You made the sacrifices that you need to make to be where you are now. And so now you're in this kind of blind to the BS energy. And some of these career and money messages. I was telling the other piles, like this deck, this career money deck, it's kind of weird. The oracle messages on here are kind of weird. Not like hard, maybe a little hard to interpret. Like you kind of just gotta put it where it fits, because some of like the words and the bullet points on the oracle messages just seem kind of like, okay. But like I said, they're also career and money messages, so they might be set up for a different reason, as a different use. So how can these characteristics of yours, these unique it factor characteristics, carry over to help you manifest tangible success, achievements, whatever that looks like for you? So we have watch, it's time to profit, divine timing, seize the moment, career, waiting period, temp work, laid off. And then we have gears, money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion, career, building, team, taking time off, security. And then we have ornaments, extra money, mature investment, celebration, retail, beauty, finish work, retirement. On the back of the deck we have clover, lucky break, gamble, good fortune, chance, careers, finance, outdoors, risky business, surprises. Alright, pile 3. I'm gonna leave those there and let you kind of put those oracle messages where they fit with you. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, pile 3. I hope this message helped you, served you in a positive way somehow. I hope the messages resonated. If they did, let me know in the comments. If not, let me know in the comments. It was a pleasure to read for you. Thank you for sticking with me if you stayed this far. And I hope to see you again soon in one of my next readings. Thanks, pile 3. See you later.